So, hello students, have a good time, nice time. So let's go to the next part of the chapter, that is light, reflection and refraction. If you have gone through the previous video properly, if you have understood that video, then only try to attend this video. Only if you have done your basics right, this video will be of help to you. If I think about giving a slight brush up of the video, the previous topic that we left over was the places where the image is formed. When the object is kept, what are the places that the image is formed and what are the details of that image. So considering that what I had drawn at that time, if I just give a brief idea of that, this is the principal axis. Then we have especially concave mirror. Concave mirror has maximum number of figures to be drawn and to be understood. So there is a location where, actually speaking, first of all we have to think about the center of curvature. Center of curvature is nothing but the center of this sphere. If we complete this is basically a curvature. Curvature is nothing but a part of a sphere. If we complete this sphere, then that sphere, what we get, the center of that sphere is the center of curvature. So center of curvature is basically defined as the center of the sphere of which the given mirror is the part. And then we have, so this center of curvature is also the, if we draw a line from here to the pole, then this is called as the radius of curvature. And actually exactly half of this will be the focus, focal point. So I think you must be knowing what is the focal point. Basically I am giving you a brush idea of that also. Focal point is basically when the rays of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection converge at a point on the principal axis is called as focal point. See, remember, in case of concave mirror, the light rays will converge, they will actually converge. But in the case of convex mirror, the light rays appear to diverge or emerge from a point on the principal axis. They appear, they are actually not happening. So this is what basically are the three features, three parts of the mirror that you have to understand: center of curvature, focus and pole. So then yesterday we did what? Basically, if the object is at infinity, the image will be at focus. This is highly diminished, real and inverted, position at focus. Fine. Then we go to, then the object comes on the principal axis, that is at beyond center of curvature. As the object keeps on moving closer and closer to the mirror, the image will keep on moving away from the mirror. So when the object goes beyond center of curvature, the focus will move away, that is between center of curvature and focus. This time the position is between center of curvature and focus. Nature of image real and inverted. Size of image diminished. It is definitely smaller than the object, but not very small. It is not highly diminished. It is diminished. Then we come, next position is when the object is at center of curvature. Image will also move one step further. At that time, the image will also be at the center of curvature. Position of the image at the center of curvature. Nature real and inverted. Even now, but the size of the image is exactly as that of the size of the object. Then the object goes even more closer, it becomes between focus and center of curvature, and the image will go beyond center of curvature. This time the image is magnified. The image is magnified. Nature, real and inverted. Object moves even more close, it comes at the focus. Now when the object comes at the focus, the image will go to the infinity, highly magnified. Even now it is real and inverted. See, these are the very critical positions. They exchange their places. When the object is at infinity, the image is at focus. And when the object is at focus, image is at infinity. Okay? Center of curvature is the junction where basically they meet each other. Now one more position is that when the object is between pole and center of curvature. When the object is between pole and focus, when the object is between pole and focus, the image actually now goes on the opposite side of the mirror. This is the only time when the image is virtual and erect in case of concave mirror. Okay, my dear students. So this is what actually is happening. I will have to rub this, but this you have to remember all the positions and everything. Now next is what? We have to understand the diagrams. Sorry, my dear students. We have to understand the diagrams, and before understanding the diagram, one more important thing you have to understand. Basics and basics and basics. See, when you are going to draw a diagram, first of all, there are 4 types of positions of incident ray. The incident ray, what is the incident ray? The incident ray is the ray coming from the object. It will be coming from the object and it will fall on the mirror. After falling from the mirror, it will reflect. That's understandable? Yes. Now, this incident ray which is coming from the object has 4 different paths. You have to select which incident ray you are going to draw. Out of the 4, 2 are supposed to be drawn in the diagram. Which are the 4 paths? See, try to understand which are the 4 paths. These 4 paths, depending on that path, the reflected ray will follow a different path, and along that path it will come. That is the combination of the path. The incident ray will follow a path. According to that, after reflection, the reflected ray will follow a different path. Okay, so let us understand these first. This combination of the path, I'll show you to these things clearly. You don't worry about that. So, first path, which is the most common, the incident ray will run parallel to the principal axis. The incident ray runs parallel to the principal axis, and then when it reflects, it will reflect and come through the focus. See, this is very normal because we have learnt this. Yesterday when we drew the diagram, we have seen that whenever a concave mirror, we have seen when we were trying to understand focal point, at that time we have understood that we drew all the sorts of parallel rays. This much is enough. Parallel rays. These parallel rays, these rays which are parallel to the principal axis, when they reflect, they come to a common point, and that point is called as focal point or focus. So whenever a incident ray parallel to the principal axis reflects, it will reflect and pass through the focal point. Understood this? So one combination is this. See, I am writing this incident ray and the reflected ray. Fine. See, when incident ray is parallel to principal axis, when incident ray is parallel to principal axis, it will go and hit the mirror. From that point, it will move, reflect through focus. Fine. This is one. Second, they will exchange their roles. The incident ray will go through the focus, hit the mirror and reflect parallel to the principal axis. So what happens over here? The incident ray is passing through the focus. When this incident ray passes through the focus, it will hit the concave mirror and it will reflect parallel to the principal axis. This will reflect parallel to principal axis. Fine. Third is when the incident ray passes through the center of curvature. When the incident ray passes through the center of curvature, reflected ray will reflect through center of curvature. Center of curvature. The reflected ray will also come back in the same path. It will not change its path. There will be no deflection seen when the incident ray passes through the center of curvature. Okay? And the fourth one, this we hardly use. We don't need this to use also anytime, but still we should know this because anytime any question can be asked based on this. See, when the incident ray hits the pole, it directly goes and hits the pole. Then the reflected ray reflects from the above side, from the other side, reflects the other side. I'll show this to you. Other side, making angle equal to the angle of incidence. Okay, it will reflect, making an angle of equal to the angle of incidence. I will show this to you, don't worry about that. See, first I will show this in rough format. Do I have some space? I don't know. Chalo, okay. Yeah, I'll use this space. This will be sufficient. Let us see. Of course, these all things you have to understand and these all things you have to learn. See, my dear students, be very precise when you draw diagrams. Diagrams speak louder than your text. If you draw your diagram really neat and precise, it makes clear that you are the student who has worked seriously, sincerely. So try to understand, and I am teaching it at a very precise level. First, I explained you what are the positions of objects, and relative to the position of objects, what will be the position of the images. I have told you, and we should see that when we draw diagram, these positions automatically appear over there. We should not run behind the positions. They should appear over there. That I will show you. That is, see, there are 3-4 parts that we have to understand. First, we have to understand the position of the objects, and relative to the position of objects, what is the position of the images. Hope you have understood that. Maybe I'll revise it once more. Let's see. But after that, when we go to move the diagrams, to understand the diagrams, draw the diagrams, there are 2 more facets that you have to go through. One is the behavior of the incident ray, and then depending on the behavior of the path of the incident ray, what is the path of the reflected ray. This you have to understand. And apart from that, how precisely are you going to draw the combination of principal axis, the concave mirror, the center of curvature and focus? That also I'll have to explain you. When these things come together, these three things come together, which three things? Yesterday we have understood the position of the objects, and relative to the position of the objects, what is the position of the image? This you should understand. At every position, what are the details of the image? This also you should understand. Then these rays, for a particular path of the incident ray, what is the path of the reflected ray? This you should understand. Out of these four, you have to draw only two. Only two. These three are more than sufficient for you to understand. Okay? Then you should be able to precisely draw the basic system of the concave mirror, center of curvature, focus. These three things we have to understand first. So okay, let us come to this now. How are you going to understand these further in detail so you don't have any doubt left in your mind? So these combinations you have understood. See, now when I go to draw the system, first I will have to draw the principal axis, and then there will be a concave mirror. See my dear students, from here you will have to take a focus, and from here will be a center of curvature. That also you have to take precisely. I will show you how to take that, but at present I am explaining you this. So what happens then? Again, my black one is the incident ray. So first will be what? The ray which is running parallel to the principal axis, right? This is the incident ray. This is the incident ray. If this is the incident ray which is running parallel to the principal axis, the reflected ray will come reflect through the focus. It will reflect through the focus like this. This you have to understand. Then I am drawing one more principal axis, concave mirror, then again a focus, and then again a center of curvature. Second line is what? The incident ray is passing through the focus. It will pass through the focus. When the incident ray is passing through the focus, incident ray is passing through the focus, the reflected ray will run parallel to the principal axis. This will be the reflected ray. See, the incident ray is going and hitting the concave mirror, and then it is reflecting. This is incident ray, this is reflected ray. This is incident ray, it hits the concave mirror, or actually concave mirror only right now, and then it reflects parallel to the principal axis. Next is very easy to understand. This is there, then a concave mirror also is there. There is a focus, there is a center of curvature. Now comes a point where, actually speaking, the incident ray will run through the center of curvature. So incident ray is going through the center of curvature, it hits the concave mirror and it reflects through the same path. It reflects through the same path. You will understand, don't worry. When the three things come together and I am able to draw all the diagrams for you, then you will come to know why so much of detailing was going on. Okay, so this is the third path. The incident ray goes through the center of curvature, reflected ray returns, reflects to the same path back. This happens only and only when the incident ray goes through the center of curvature. Mind it. Then this one, fourth one, we should learn this also. We are not going to draw it, but still. Fine. Now here what happens? The reflected ray hits the pole. So if I draw a normal over here, incident angle is what? Now here what will happen? It will reflect the other side, means it is coming from the upper side, the incident ray is coming from the upper side, so it will reflect from the down side. That is why I am telling other side. If supposing the mirror would have been like this, the incident ray is coming from the left hand side, the reflected ray will come from the right hand side. So that's why I am telling other side. So the incident ray is coming from the upper side, the reflected ray will come from the down side, making an angle equal to the angle of incidence. So what is the angle of incidence? See, basically angle of incidence is angle between the incident ray and the normal. Yesterday we had done this. Incident ray and the normal, the angle made by the incident ray and the normal. So normal is what? The perpendicular drawn over there. So if I draw a perpendicular, if I imagine a tangent being drawn over here and I draw a perpendicular to at that point, so that perpendicular will nothing but the principal axis. If I imagine a tangent drawn over there and then I will have to draw a perpendicular to the tangent. So that perpendicular if I will draw, it will be nothing but the principal axis. So the incident angle will be the angle between the incident ray and the principal axis. This will be the incident angle. So the reflected ray will reflect, making angle equal to this. This will be the angle of reflection, and like this, sorry, I have to use this color. This will be the angle of reflection. Understood? I hope some ideas are clear. I hope the ideas are clear. This color, red color. Just a minute, my dear students. I am just load red color and come. We will require some red color. Sorry, actually I thought I'll keep everything ready and that's why I drew everything. Tried to keep everything ready, but then this. Smith, I am missing you. This is your job. Usually Shlok, Smith. Chalo, I have done this for you. Oh, what? Can't help. Dirty hands. Chalo. Okay, fine. So we have understood this much, and now we can go for the next step. Now we can go for the next step. See, now next what happens is that, see my dear students, it is very important that you trace the center of curvature and focus nicely. See, these lines are nothing but the lines that you have got on your pages. Your page has got lines. So consider that this is one page, this is one page, this is one page, this everybody is one page. Fine. So these are the lines. So if I consider one line, supposing this is my principal axis. This is my principal axis. What I have to do is that you have this D with you. Mine is a huge one compared to the board. This type of a D. If you'll consider this D, see, this is half circle. So this will be the full circle. Then this will be the center of that circle. So what will be this? If I consider this as my concave mirror, what will be this point? It will be center of curvature. So see about your D, take a look at your D and then measure that D from here. From here to here. What is the maximum length of that? 90 degree drawn over there from here to here. Mine is 7 inches. For me it is 7 inches. So see what you about